Folks, John Cardisco back again. Well, I'm back after 4 or 5 months hiatus, and I want to thank again all my subscribers that stuck by me all these months. And so let's get right into it. Round one of the 5th annual Sinquefield Cup 2017 edition. What a hell of a game. Hell of a game. I'll tell you, Aronian is really on fire this year. As White, 11 Aronian, world-class player. Probably one of the few people that deserves to be in the World Championship, as never has been. And as Black, from Russia, Nepo. Now, I know that isn't exactly how to pronounce his name, but I know it's damn close, so I'll settle for it. Anyway, let's get to it. Aronian goes F3. We'll go through the opening a little bit. It's going to end up being just a symmetrical English. Let's go through the opening a little bit here. Now, there's something interesting there that you don't usually see much. And that's the H4. Now, I'm looking on the computer off screen. It likes Bishop A3, which is probably what I would have played, or Queen A4 check. Pretty boring stuff. Levin's going for it. Bishop G7. He just keeps going. H5. Knight C6. Bishop A3 finally. This is already strange already. Tiny advantage on the computer for White, but I like this already. We're on the 9th move, and I'm sure these guys know this line. I'm sure they played it a million times, but for us guys, this is really new. Queen to A5. Now, as you can see, it's going to get interesting here. Bishop, queen. Queen on the rook or the bishop. So, this is a little bit on the edge. Rook to H4 right away. Bishop takes C3. Bishop F6. Nepo decided to go Bishop D7. That reminds me, later at the end, you'll see a short interview with both the players. And they somewhat explain their thoughts on the game. Queen to B3. Black castles. H takes. H takes. Queen takes B7. Now, here's the weird part. Nepo is world-class player. He's rated 2751. And when Aronian took the B-pawn, he sat there for a long time. Well over a half an hour. And he explains later why. I think he miscalculated. So he decided to go rook F to D8. Queen A6. Do you trade? He decided to take the pawn. He went for it. Now, not really sure. I think Bishop F6 might have been a little better. Chase the rook. Queen takes Queen to B6 maybe. Hoping to straighten out his pawns. But he took instead. Aronian took. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Material-wise, it's White's up a pawn. And this is where I think Nepo miscues. F6 looks pretty good. Keep the knight out. Rook A to B8, get in the open file. And this happens sometimes when you're in a bad spot and you miscalculate. You get out a little bit on tilt. He goes Bishop B6. And the computer didn't like that at all. At all. It went from basically a 1.2 advantage for White to almost a 2-point advantage instantly. Bishop B5. Knight E5. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? It's almost a 3-point advantage. Knight comes up. Rook d5. Bishop takes. King to g7. I mean, this looks just miserable. Miserable for black. What to do, what to do. And of course, Aronian kept his cool. He's playing all the best computer moves. King to e2 or f4 were the two best moves. He decided to go f4, a very human move, chase off the knight, get his pawns up. Knight to d7. And then he goes f5. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Bishop takes. Bishop c6. He hits the bishop. Knight takes. G takes. Bishop g5. And now look at black's king. Just in a miserable spot. We'll play out the last few moves. King to g6. Bishop f4. Rook d8. Bishop takes. He decides to move the rook, of course. It was under attack. He's down a piece. Check. King moves. Bishop c7 and rook c6. He has to trade rooks. He's down a piece. This is move 29, folks, and it was lost before move 20. Great, great game by Aronian. Drew first blood. There was another game. There was a winner, and that was Karyakin beat Peter's Fiddler. But this is the game I'm going to show from the round. So I am back, and here is round one of the Sinquefield Cup 2017. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm feeling a lot better, but I still got a little ways to go. But I'm going to hang in there and do some more chess videos like I used to. And as I always say, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
Well, certainly a difficult game for Jan, losing in the first round. Jan, this opening did not go well for you. What happened here?
Well, I mean, it's funny that I prepared exactly the same line for white. And, you know, as it...
How far? How far in?
Well, okay, rook h4 and all this stuff.
Really?
I mean, yeah, okay, it's everything is written down, but okay, from another side, as it, you know, commonly occur when you think that you know the line and you know the main refutation, and you play it in a really fast way, because bishop d7, I believe, is the strongest move. I mean, according to analysis, maybe I mixed up something already by that moment, but I think bishop d7 is good, so I just protect from rook e4, and then, okay, after queen b3, well, I couldn't believe that, you know, castle short won't work. I mean, okay, I had some calm move instead, like queen b6 at this moment. Maybe queen b6 was the move. Because with queen b3, queen b6, I cannot see any great ideas for white. But, I mean, anyway, the easiest way to find out is to come home and just to check my files. But, I mean, it's a little bit annoying that, I mean, I'm losing the game in such a, you know, a little bit moronic way.
When you played castle, did you feel like intuitively it was a good move? Because you took on b7 and you spent something like 40 minutes.
No, I mean, I was sure that queen b7 is the main, but maybe I you know, I underestimated, because there is, of course, what did I do? Like spend 40 minutes and, you know, go to this bad endgame. I mean, of course, I was aiming for queen takes a3, queen takes d7, and this is very complex. Like I could take on c3 immediately. I could play knight b4. So then white sacks a rook, like bishop c4 and let's say knight c2, king d2, knight a1.
Let's take a look at this variation you were thinking
about.
Sure. You said here you wanted to play bishop.
No, but this is suspicious. Okay, knight c2 and king d2, knight e1. It looks like what should give some mate on knight g5. So this surely won't work. But you know, instead of this, I can play something like knight e5 at some moment. I mean, maybe here I can start with bishop takes c3. I mean, perhaps computer doesn't like all the stuff, so maybe start with bishop c3 and then play knight e5.
Let's take a look at that.
I mean, okay, clearly, maybe things are not going too well, but once again, I mean, I was so sure that castle is the correct move, because, okay, I thought that queen b3 is not the main one, And okay, I simply couldn't remember anything, and okay, I thought castle should be good. And then okay, after queen b7, basically, yeah, that's a problem, because I cannot play bishop c3 immediately because of bishop b2, and I think white is pressing. Maybe that was, you know, the best way to continue the game, because bishop c3, and, you know, if white retreats like with rook d1, then okay, I can play rook d8. And yeah, the problem is bishop b2, of course. Bishop b2, and, you know, takes on b2, queen takes, and then okay, f6, I don't know, let's say, knight goes to g5 or something, and this is really suspicious, but maybe, I mean, it's not losing though, but, well, I didn't really want it. I didn't really want to go for this.
It's got to be annoying, really annoying, to have opening just lack of prep or forgetting something.
No, I
the
mean,
reason you lose the game.
No, I mean, this is, of course, this is insanely stupid, and, you know, it's the second time I lose like this to Levon, because first time was in Vaikanze some years ago. I just, in the well-known Greenfield line, I just decided to improve it a little bit and just blundered rook, because, you know, there was some stuff like, in, you know, this Greenfield with bishop b4, queen b3. There is a line with, you know, c5, queen takes b7, queen b6, and all this stuff. And when I decided to include like c takes d4, e takes d4, queen b6, queen a8, queen takes b2, and you know, normally it's a huge compensation, but in fact, rook on c1 was protected by the bishop from f4 already after this exchange. So I mean, it's okay, something I didn't really want to happen, but I mean, okay, what done is done, and it's only the first round, so okay, I should try and use my, you know, chances better.
All right, we got lots of rounds to make up for it, and thanks for joining us.
Is with Maurice.
Well, he's burning up the tournaments as he goes along, each one knocking players off one after the other. Today, Levon, you played a very interesting little wrinkle in the opening, and you could not have guessed that it would bear fruit that easily.
Yeah, I thought it's an interesting idea, but I mean, such ideas you can't really analyze in detail, because Black has many options in this particular opening when you play h4. So I thought it's interesting to develop the rook. You don't get to do it every day. So, and then I briefly remembered what to do against c4 instead of bishop d7, but bishop d7 I didn't really remember, I mean, what was the plan, but I think queen b3 is correct. It looked correct, and then I think he allowed me to take on b7, which he shouldn't have.
Were you surprised how quickly he played? Because you stopped and you for some time, and finally, what made you say, wait, this pawn is a pawn, I'm going to just take it?
Well, I mean, I thought that he definitely analyzed this, and there might be some line that leads to compensation, but you know, I'm not going to chicken out and play something else. My whole concept of bringing the rook into the game is to attack the queenside pawns, and if I don't do it, I mean, then why did I spend so many tempi? So it was basically a no-brainer for me. I had to go for it, but I thought that he could have played better. I was actually mainly thinking that he should have taken on c3 immediately after queen b7, but you know, it's still good for me. I can play bishop b2 and it's still better for me, but that's what I thought he would do, because what he played in the game, I mean, should be technically winning.
And you definitely did dominate that game, a style we're not used to seeing at this level. Tell us, you're playing well lately. I mean, you're having some good results in classical chess. I don't know, the cat's out of the bag that you finally engaged to your longtime girlfriend. Maybe I hope this is not news to you, but this is what we heard. Anyway, what's causing this resurgence of Levon Aronian?
I don't know. I think I always play well. It's just that, I mean, I used to play well and spoil it. Now I convert some of it.
You've been converting a lot of it. You won Grenke Classic Norway.
Yeah, I think I can.
Good start here.
I think I can do better than that. So let's see.
Indeed. Well, congratulations on your win today. Congratulations on your engagement, and good luck in the rest of the games.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.